Hi Taurus, and welcome to my channel. Okay, being that my first time on YouTube, bear with me because I am learning with you. But let's see what comes out for you, Taurus. What does Spirit want Taurus to know? Take or shuffle them back. Take. Okay. So right now, leave those two up there until. What does Spirit want Taurus to know? Okay, Taurus. Apparently, there's a lot you need to know. There's something you need to know. You need to know it now. Okay, what goes where? Okay, so need 4 more cards. Okay, Spirit, what does Taurus need to know? What do you want Taurus to know? Okay, apparently this stays right where it is. What does Taurus need? Wait, keep her the side message. Okay, sorry, Taurus, this is a side message, and even though I do side messages in my own readings, I'm not doing them yet. I'll do them in the near future, but I don't do side messages right now. What else does Taurus need to know? Spirit want Taurus to know. Spirit. What does Taurus need to know? Feel free to fast forward. What's the side message? What to put back and what to take? Take. Side message. Side message takes it. Side. No. Side. Wait. Which one, please? Thank you. And I said we only doing. Spirit, I told you I'm not doing side messages today. I'm not doing side messages. I'm not. Okay, Taurus, apparently you're the exception to the rule because Spirit is being very adamant. The side message is the side message. So I don't know what you did. I don't know. And the one I put back into the pile, apparently I'm going to take that back too. I don't know what's going on around you, Taurus, because let's see what's going on. And no, I do not read reversals. I read read the energies of the card. Okay, let's see what you have, Taurus. You have the 8 of Fire, Journey, Queen of Fire, 4 of Water, King of Earth, 5 of Water, 3 of Fire, and Death/Rebirth. Okay, let's see. No, I'm not going into your side messages right now. If anything, sorry. I didn't realize I took them off screen, but they will be up here until the very end. And at the bottom of the deck, I'll save that for after the reading as well. You in this present moment, this comes off more as advice, because you don't want to be seen, you don't want to be shown. Yeah, you don't want to be seen, you don't want to be shown. It's like you don't even want people to know your first name. Like, you're happy in your own little corner, but the way I say that this is more of advice, because people still see you. People still hear what you have to say. People acknowledge you. People recognize you for who you are. I don't know. You might be somebody that people are just naturally drawn to, but for some reason you don't like the attention. Either you don't like the attention or you don't want the attention. And the advice is not so much advice, but the background energy of this card is like Spirit's just saying, just go with it. See where it takes you. Because not all things have to be bad. Not all attention has to be bad, depending on how you use it. Okay, there it goes. As far as the energy around you, in the words of Spirit, the energy around you is a little bit wishy-washy, but you see, it's like you can see what it's leading up to. You can either play it cautiously and travel the familiar. You can either play cautiously and travel the familiar road that you're used to taking, which would be out into the sunlight. But even with that, there's always something new to be learned. There's always something you're gonna see that you didn't notice before, meaning, or you can choose the road less traveled. And although it's dark, although it's scary, though it's a place you've never seen or never been before, Spirit saying keep your head up, because you can and will make it through. So in a sense, sure, you can avoid the tension that you're getting, but at the same time, you're still going to learn what it is you need to learn. You're still going to have the insights you need to have for this lifetime. It's just going to be a little more slow. However, if you choose the other road, the road less taken, the one that you're, again, in the words of Spirit, and if you choose to take the road you're fearful of, sure, you don't know where you're going or how to navigate the situation, but at the end of the day, you are going to learn more. Because it's the road less taken. You are going to get more insight and see things from a different perspective, because it's a road you haven't traveled before. things that aren't known to you before will become known to you now. Well, we're definitely going to have to clarify that card because I'm curious. I want to know what Spirit has to say about the 2 paths, but you know what? Let me keep going. As far as your strength or your weak. Okay, so this relates to your current you presently. The Queen of Fire can serve as either a weakness or a strength depending on how you choose to move forward. Queen of Fire is someone who's highly passionate, motivated, This is a little bit strange for the Queen of Fire, but not too far off the mark. Someone with a well thought out plan and is quick to putting it into action. Queen of Fire is someone who is accomplished, takes pride in her accomplishments. It's a weird phrasing. Doesn't let their ego outshine their presence or what it is they're trying to do. You know how some people can be full of themselves and think it's all about them, And that's why I say it's weird for the Queen of Fire, because you're leaving your ego out of it. I'd see that. I'd understand that more for the King of Fire, but so if you feel the kind of energy from the Queen of Fire, I'm gonna have to clarify this, because you might be the kind of person that's used to doing things from a masculine perspective, but now doing things in more of a feminine energy. I kind of see why it's a little bit uncharted territory for you. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a male or female, we all contain masculine and feminine energy, just some of us live in one more than the other. So if you're someone who is usually in your masculine energy and switching over to your feminine energy, it's kind of like you're learning to live in the moment and taking yourself out of the situation, because whatever it is that you're doing is benefiting others, which is why it's gaining you so much attention. Don't take this the wrong way, but you're someone who is meant to serve, meant to help others. And now that you're moving in that sort of energy, that's what's drawing people to you, and you're not used to the attention, because it's something that you've never really had before. But it can be a strength as long as you don't run from it, as long as you don't let the attention burn you out to the point where you don't want to do it anymore, because you're scared, either scared of being in the spotlight or you don't want to be in the spotlight. Oh, and this is you presently. Yeah, and it speaks to this. The Four of Water. You see yourself for what you are in realistic terms, and this is how you're viewing it, not so much as what Spirit is saying. It's just, this is not what Spirit is saying about you. This is more of how you're viewing yourself. You're viewing yourself in what you would call realistic terms. That you're not someone who's meant for the spotlight. You're not pretty enough. You're not showy enough. You're not interesting enough. Why would people listen to what you have to say? And this is causing you to have doubts of what it is you do or what you're planning to do. You don't think you should be the face of it. That you're not the kind of person to be a leader. Because you're not like everybody else. Now, based on what I've gone through so far, there are 3 possible choices or paths that you can take based on the current energy. The first one being the King of Earth. This is someone who is comfortable in their own skin. Sometimes the risk is worth the reward. And the reward you seek is only gained by determination and the effort you're willing to put in. If you choose to move in the King of Earth energy or walk down this path, keep your head held high, respect yourself, and remember what it is you're here to do. Set boundaries for both within yourself and the enemies around you. Even though you don't see them now, sometime soon they will reveal themselves to you. And I'm hearing enemies posing as friends. I'm gonna clarify, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna clarify that one. So basically with this one, if you choose to proceed, you are going to need strong and healthy boundaries with yourself and with others, as well as being willing to take a chance on yourself. Excuse me one moment. Sorry about that. Okay. Next possible path you can choose would be the 5 of Water. Someone is not living in their truth. It's not that you feel guilty, it's more of I can't even call it playing victim, because with this, it's more of letting your insecurities get the best of you. Your insecurities, your doubts, your fears, every negative thought you had about yourself, it's like they're being amplified, keeping you stuck in time. Oh, and this speaks a lot to this. And I don't want to say it, but I do feel it strongly from Spirit. Even if you want to move in this or in this, if you want to choose this path or this path, for majority of you, y'all are going to have to fight not to go down this path, because this is the one that is most likely, unless you make the effort to change it, because it's going to take a lot of effort just based off of this in general. it's going to take a lot of effort to try and go down this path or this path. I haven't read this card yet, but it's going to take a lot of effort because there's a lot of doubts you have by yourself, a lot of insecurities, a lot of fears. And for some of you, the people around you are no better and playing into it, reinforcing your doubts on doubts and fears. Like, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you shouldn't be doing this. Maybe you shouldn't be saying that. Maybe. At the end of the day, though, you have to make the decision. You have to make the choice. Not the people around you. You. Now, the last possible choice or path you can make based on the current energy would be the Three of Fire. With this one, you're choosing to walk alone. You're not choosing to start anything new. You're not choosing to stay in the spotlight. You're not choosing to avoid the spotlight. It's more of, I'm ahead of undo me. Wait. You're choosing not to make a decision. It's more like you're taking a reprieve on life just to walk a path alone. And this is strange for a fire card. It comes off more in self-reflection in the sense of, is this really what I want to start? You're not jumping in or jumping out the fire. You're taking a step back and thinking, is this what I want to start? And if so, why? You're questioning your motives. You're questioning your reasoning and using that to help you make a final decision. You're not saying yes or no. You're looking towards yourself to see what answers you come up with before making a final decision about whether I'm gonna do this or not. I like that. Not many people, if we do that. Now, no matter what choice or what path you choose, in the upcoming weeks, you have death and rebirth as what you can expect in the upcoming weeks. You are going through a transformation. It could be for the better, it could be for the worse, again, depending on what choice you make, what course of action you will take. You go through a transformation for better or for worse. Regardless of if it's for better or worse, it will give you new insights and perspective, not only on your life, but on the people that you have around you and how they influence your decision making. If they're around you to help you or to hurt you, it's kind of like for the upcoming weeks, you're reflecting on the decision, whatever decision you made, and taking a step back to understand why or how you came to that decision, or why you have regrets, what played into the regrets, what played into your success and accomplishments, what almost held you back, what helped you take that step forward. Like, you're looking at it all, and it's helping you to transform into a whole new person. Mentally, in a sense, mentally and emotionally. And it will also affect you on physical, level. Because remember, how you think about yourself or how you feel about yourself is reflected in how you carry yourself. Let's take a look at your side messages real quick before I clarify any of this. Oh, we have the Thought and the Queen of Earth. Oh. Okay, now I understand why you need a side message, because your thoughts are influencing your behaviors and not for the better. Don't shoot the messenger, but this is what Spirit has to say, because you have some really deep-seated insecurities that are, for some of y'all, they are rooted in childhood trauma. For some of y'all, they are ingrained with how you're used to being treated by your friends. And if your friends say something, you fall right along behind it because you question and doubt your own level of thinking. And now I know, but with the Queen of Earth also here, it's like, how best can I say it? You are a mother figure to some, but who's the mother figure for you? Whoever that person is for you, you need to go back to them. You need to go back to them. You need to go back to them. I don't like saying that we need anybody, but you need someone to help nurture and guide you. Someone who's actually going to let you make a decision on your own by helping to point out your strengths. Because all you're doing is focusing on your weaknesses. All you're focusing are the reasons for why you shouldn't be the person to do something. Whoever this is, the Queen of Earth, that you look to as someone who's kind, nurturing, who's always there for you, who's supportive. She doesn't baby you, but she does respect you. Whoever that is in your life, it can be someone different from everybody. For some of you, this can even be a guy. And yes, males can be nurturing too. Males can definitely be nurturing too, when they are in balance with their masculine and feminine energy. But whoever this is that has your back, they will be the ones to help you make the best decision for you, and also see the whole picture of who you are instead of only pointing out your negative traits or attributes. They're not going to feed into your insecurities. They're not going to ignore it either, but they're not just going to focus solely on your insecurities. They're going to help you see that sometimes your good qualities can outweigh the bad. Now let's clarify the spread. Okay. Look at these. Yeah, there's 3 there. Okay. Are there more need for clarification? I feel like there is. Can you clarify the spread, please? Wait, what do you mean that's enough? You only give me 3 cards. Can you please clarify? Thank you. Okay. This goes back. Okay, I try Spirit saying this is it. Okay. Journey, Material harvest. It's clarified by material harvest. Oh. Spirit triangles. Okay. Material harvest is, with the red borders, more of a call to action. For lack of better words. You have two roads presenting themselves, one familiar to you, one that's unfamiliar to you, and the way the spirit is saying it is that you can't expect a plentiful bounty from a road you've traveled several times in your life. Sometimes you gotta take the road that feels uncomfortable to you, because it can oftentimes lead you to a greater reward. With material harvest being here, this reward can either be something physical, like you actually gain wealth behind it, or it can be a way of this new road. It can be a way of creating a plan. For some of you, creating a plan to build a business, create a show, something that can actually have physical results. And like I said earlier, this is what will gain you attention. For some of you, it can also gain you respect, admiration, recognition, but most of all, it will lead to an increase in finances. I'm not going to be as fast as you think, but yeah. The Four of Waters clarified by balance. According to spirit, you are seeing yourself through a tainted mirror. You're not seeing the full picture. You're only looking at. You see how he's looking in the mirror, but chances are he's only paying attention to half of his face that he doesn't like, or he doesn't think is pretty or attractive. Well, you're doing the same thing, just from a mental standpoint. You're looking at your flaws. You are looking only at your flaws, and it's time to look at the whole picture. It's time to gain a new perspective and view yourself in a more healthy way. Instead of talking down about yourself, instead of thinking badly about yourself, it's time to start seeing the good qualities that you do share, that you do have to share. Sorry, one moment. Alright. But yeah, that's what I got for you with this one. Instead of only seeing you through one lens about what's wrong with you, it's time to start seeing yourself with more balance, with more respect, with more consideration. If it helps, make a list. Name at least 5 things or more that's actually good about you. That you actually like about yourself. Don't just focus on the bad or the negative. Try to see some positive in yourself as well. The 5 of Water is clarified by the crown chakra. The crown chakra is how we gain insight from the universe, from the universe and our higher selves. If you are someone who is spiritual, it is way past time that you cleansed your crown chakra, because any messages that you may be receiving at this point in time, they are not coming in as clearly as they should be. Like there's something in the way that's corrupting the real message that you're supposed to be hearing. In a sense, for some of you, your ego is getting in the way. Like you're telling yourself this narrative about yourself, about how you're bad, how you're ugly, how you're stupid, how you're fat, and like all these supposed things that you think negatively about yourself. That all stems from past trauma and specific events in your life that's reinforcing that way of thinking. But with the crown chakra being here, it's time to, if you clear out your crown chakra, listen to what your higher self is trying to tell you. Listen to what the universe is trying to tell you, to what source is trying to tell you. Because what you're hearing, what you're feeling with this road, and I said you're gonna have to fight to stay off this road and go to the other two. The best way to do that is to stop listening to the voices around you. Stop listening to what you're telling yourself. Listen to what source has to say to you. Listen to what God has to say to you. Listen to what your higher self is trying to say to you, because it is nowhere near what you're already telling yourself. It is not the same thing. And once you start hearing more clearly, you'll be able to move away from this path and move to either the King of Earth or the Three of Fire, and travel upon one of those two roads. Now, the Three of Fire is clarified by the truth. I like this. You're not asking for the truth, you're seeking the truth out. By talking to yourself. Like I said, with the Three of Fire, you're questioning your motives, you're questioning your reasonings, and in doing so, you're getting to the truth of why you're doing something, why it has to be you, or why it should be you. You're not looking for outside influences. You're looking for internal ones. And even with this one still, because I hear it for some of you, you are seeking wisdom from up above. Now, this can be through meditation, this can be through prayer, but you are also seeking wisdom from up above. Like I said, this can be source, God, this can be source, God, and universe, whatever you see as a higher power or what's above you. You're also getting insight from that as well. I like this reading for you. But like I said earlier, no matter what path you take based on the current energy, on the current spread, this will be the upcoming week's death and rebirth. No matter what, you will go through a transformation. It can be for the better, it can be for the worse. But you will go through a transformation mentally, emotionally, and for some of you, spiritually. I don't know if you're hearing you and improve, like, And that could be the case. That could be the case. For most of you, that could very well be the case. Real quick, I'm curious what's at the bottom is. Oh, I was curious what was at the bottom of the deck. We have body and mind. Just real quick, because I was curious enough to go for body and mind. Your body influences your mind influences your body. So this just goes back to what I was saying earlier. However you think about yourself, however you view yourself, the way you think about yourself, the way you talk about yourself, the way you feel about yourself, it will show in your physical. It will show in your body, the way you carry yourself, the way you stand, the way you dress, the way you walk. It will show, and vice versa. How you take care of yourself will show how you think about yourself, like what you think about yourself. You don't think you're worth the attention that you're getting. You don't think you're worth the recognition that there's someone better for it. But with this also plays into it as well, because you're also looking about the way that you look and the way you dress. But the moment you go through this transformation and start change the way you're thinking by yourself, how you dress, how you represent yourself, that will change naturally, because you will start to care. Not so much as you will start to care more, it's just you'll deserve better, and you'll know you deserve better. And once you start knowing you deserve better, you think you deserve better than what you've been doing with yourself for yourself already, and how you've been talking for yourself, how you've been dressing yourself, it'll start showing in your physical with how you choose to walk, how you walk, how you talk, how you dress, how you carry, just the way how you stand outside. You'll transform. It'll change. Although I don't see anything on the table that just point to it, I will still say this because it's something that I'm feeling and hearing. Slow and steady wins the race. Taurus, this change does not have to happen overnight. Because some of you will start doubting yourselves once you start watching this spread. It will not happen overnight. Spirit was adamant that you received the side message. Before you make your next move, look back at the side message. Remember how your thoughts are influencing your behavior, and whoever it is, this Queen of Earth is for you, this nurturing mother figure is for you. It's safe to seek out their advice and talk to them and consult with them before making a final decision. But anyway, Taurus, that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit the like button, and feel free to subscribe, as there will be more videos to come. See you in the next one, Taurus.